Do you find it hard to be consistent with marketing your business? Like you have to keep up with all these new features and then having to be on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But you know, the moment you stop, your sales will disappear. In this video, I'm going to show you how to be consistent with your marketing without driving yourself crazy. Before we go any further in this video, I have to debunk a myth. Consistency does not just mean posting or doing something every single day or multiple times a day. A lot of people think that in order to be consistent, you have to do something every single day or multiple times a day. But consistency doesn't necessarily mean frequency. It means building up a repeatable action, making it a habit to the point where other people, in this case for your marketing or your business, your audience, knows when and where to look for something from you or what to expect from you over time. The biggest component of consistency is being able to maintain whatever that action is for a long period of time. So you can be posting every single day for 2 weeks, but if you're not able to sustain that for 6 months, then it's not consistent. So the first thing you want to do if you want to be consistent in your marketing is to change how you think about consistency. Think of consistency as just building a habit for a long-term goal. So if it's in regards to your social media, then you're going to say, okay, I want to be consistent on social media. What is a schedule that I can follow and sustain by myself, my team can sustain, or whoever is managing it, that over time, over a very long period of time, we can sustain this routine, this habit, and be consistent with it. If you cannot sustain it, if you cannot build a routine out of it, you will not be able to be consistent with it. So think of consistency as a habit or routine versus following just a specific schedule or trying to hit a number of, I have to post 3 times a day, 5 times a day, whatever the case is. Another way to build consistency with your marketing and your business is to be intentional. Oftentimes people will try to do everything possible with their marketing. So they'll be on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, doing everything, but it's not sustainable for them because it might be a one-person business, or you might be running your business by yourself, so you don't have a team or help to manage all of those social media accounts that all have different needs, all have different algorithms, all have different things that you have to do to maintain your accounts on those platforms. And so it ends up not being, worth your while. Or you might be focusing on a platform or on an action that doesn't really equal anything for you. So it's not generating any results. Your ideal customer doesn't hang out there. It's not really aligning to your industry or the type of business that you have. So just be really intentional on how you're spending your time, what actions you're spending time on. That way, as you're building that routine and habit of being consistent, then you actually get to see some benefit from it. My third tip for how you can be consistent with your marketing is to use automations to your advantage. Whether you're doing things by yourself or you have a team behind you, you might feel like you have to have someone doing something at all times in order for the consistency to happen. But the truth is, automations are your best friend. So automations allow you to kind of save time and save money in some instances. So that way you can take a step back, or your team can take a step back and let the automation do the work for you while you focus on the things that really matter or the things that actually need a human's touch. Automations are great because it allows you to be consistent while working at your own pace. So if you're like me and you like working late night hours because you're just a night owl, automations allow you to work during the times that work best for you, but then schedule your posts, your emails, your blogs, anything that you're trying to be consistent with, lets you schedule it for the times that you actually want your audience to be able to engage with it. So it allows you to work when you want to while making sure things are running when they need to. It also creates an experience. So you're maintaining the routine without having to think twice about it because now the automations are taking care of it for you. You get to create that schedule that you might want to have. You're building that routine, and your audience and ideal customers, they get to reap the benefits of just a clean and seamless experience because they don't have to worry, I wonder if we're going to see another blog post this week. That blog post will go live and you will probably be asleep while it's happening, but the automation took care of it for you, and your ideal customer and your audience is happy because they get to enjoy the content at the time that is best for them. And the last piece of advice that I'll give as far as how to be consistent with your marketing is don't be too hard on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't try to mimic what other people are doing. Do what works best for you and your business, your marketing, your audience, focus on your ecosystem and your world, essentially. It's very easy to get caught up in trying to do what other people are doing or maintain what other people are doing, but you don't know what they have going on behind the scenes. You don't know if they have automations doing all of that for them. So just focus on what you can do and what you're comfortable with and what you can sustain. That's the biggest thing. If you can't sustain it, then it really doesn't make much sense. But if you can sustain it, then you're more likely to be consistent. So be easy on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on creating a consistent habit or routine that works for your business. And by your business, I mean your team, your audience, your ideal customer, whatever works for you. Don't let anyone else try to dictate how you run or operate your business or what your definition of consistency is. You know, it's whatever you want it to be. If it ends up being that you only post on Instagram once a month, but you post on like Twitter every single day, multiple times a day, that's okay. That's the plan that works for you, as long as you are confident and secure in that decision and you can sustain it. Emphasis on sustain it, then nothing else matters. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully consistency doesn't seem as scary as it probably did to you before. I hope you're able to take all the advice and the tips that I gave and apply it to your business and your marketing moving forward so that you can start being as consistent as you want to be. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.